Hello, my name is Gary Green again, and today we're going to talk about how to be a pranic healer. If you like the channel, like the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at some point in time. But let's get started. So you want to be a pranic healer, and you don't know a whole lot about it. Well, this is my take on pranic healing, and I do pranic healing, yes. For one, you got to have a calling to be a healer, I think, or you should, to want to help others, to want to help others increase their quality of life, and also your own. To be a pranic healer, you must have that quality. Also, I think that you should have the ability to either see, sense, or feel energies, because pranic healing is an energy healing service. It is. You work with a multitude of colors to promote healing in humans, animals, plants, or whatever. It is very versatile in what it can be used in. Now, if you do a Google search for pranic healers, like I have, there's not a whole lot out there. There are some schools out there that you can go to, and of course, there's a cost involved to it. And there's also many books out there, like these right here, the Crystal Healing with Crystals, Pranic Healing, and advanced courses for doing pranic healing. I've got both these books, of course, and I use them for references to make sure I'm doing the best job possible to help people, because that's what I do it for, to help people. And I think you should charge to help people, because you got to pay for the books. You got to pay for travel to the schools if you so choose. So there's always cost involved, and you have to pay for that to increase and move forward. So doing pranic healing is you're working with colors. And also you can work with crystals too, and different colored crystals perform different colors and therefore do different things on the human body, animals, plants, or whatever you so choose. But you have to remember with pranic healing, there can be a negative aspect to it because you're dealing with colors. Different colors do different things, of course. And some of the darker colors can actually do damage if you don't do it correctly. So it's not for everybody, nor should it be. And there's a lot of people out there who say they can do it. So just ask questions. Do your due diligence when you search for a pranic healer or choose to become one yourself. Talk to somebody who's either had pranic healing done on them or is a pranic healer, and ask them quality questions, not fluff questions. Ask them how it feels. Does it make a difference? Does it help? Does it hurt? Is it worth it? You may be surprised on some of those answers you receive. Now, when I first got into pranic healing, about 30 years ago, I didn't know if it'd work or not, but I wanted to find out. So I knew people who smoked, and I said, well, I'll do an experiment. I asked for their pack of cigarettes. So I took their pack of cigarettes and held it for 3, 4, 5 minutes, and at that time, I projected black energy into those cigarettes while holding it in my hand. And then I gave those cigarettes back to the individual, and they tried one. And they looked at me and said, what have you done to my cigarettes? And I asked them, what do you mean? What happened? What do they taste like? What is different? And they said it tastes like crap. They couldn't smoke them anymore and threw the pack away. So hey, that proved to me that the energy does make a difference. The colors do make a difference. But the downside to using the dark color like that is that my hand and my arm hurt for about 30 minutes after that. So I learned real quick, you gotta be careful. There's a consequence to your actions. You are accountable for your actions. Some say it's karma. Don't know. Each to their own. Some say to work on someone, you need to ask their permission. I agree to that to a point, but if they're unconscious or you can't work to them when you know they need help, and you can feel they need help, then I've never had a problem doing that. It always seems to work out for the best interest for those and myself. But if I feel it's not going to be the right thing to do, I won't do it. No matter how much they ask or whatever, I just will not do it. I had to be true to myself, so to speak. If it doesn't feel right, I am not going to do it. And there again, if it feels like it's the right thing to do, I will. I've never had any qualms about working with somebody or working on somebody or something without their permission, because it's always worked out to their benefit, not mine. And it's helped me a little bit. But pranic healing, being able to visualize in your mind, whether it's somebody up close or distance healing, working with the auras, working with the chakras, cleaning them out, re-energizing them with the appropriate colors, taking chakras, stopping them, taking them apart, cleaning them out, and putting them back together and adding the energy to not only clean, but to help it heal. And the healing spreads throughout the body. And if you're like me, you can see what comes out of the chakras. The gooey stuff, the red stuff, nasty stuff. And I always let that flow into green energy, like green fire up underneath them, to capture that energy. That's for distance healing. Now, if I'm working on somebody one-on-one, then I like to use a pan of salt water. And I can flick that energy into the salt water to get rid of it. And then, of course, you pour the salt water down the toilet or something like that. Because if you pour it on a plant or in the grass, it's going to kill it. And have a brown spot in your yard. You don't want that. So just pour it down the toilet to get rid of it. And also, when you get through working with somebody, cut the cords. You don't want any attachments for them pulling off energy from you or vice versa, not even be aware of it. And of course, if you're already a healer, you know the importance of keeping a bubble of protection around you, whether it be white light or whatever you choose. Bubble of protection is important. I've always used it. It becomes second nature. It helps. It makes a difference. And cutting those cords makes a difference. So being a pranic healer can be a big improvement in your healing toolbox, because that's what it is. Tools in your toolbox to heal. Whether it be pranic healing, Reiki, working with angels, spirits, guides, whatever. The tools in the toolbox. But remember, you need to make sure they're using it or you're using it with modern medicine. They go hand in hand. It does work better that way. So don't be naive and think, oh, you can do all this wonderful things. And you can do wonderful things. But don't forget modern medicine. They work together. Be a true healer. Believe in yourself, for one thing, that you can do it. Because there's going to be times when you're going to doubt yourself. Did it work? Or why didn't it work? Well, some people can't be healed. Don't want to be healed. but you can still effect a change. You may be able to alleviate their pain to an extent to make them better. But pranic healing is good to have. I enjoy using it. I enjoy using the different crystals to help heal, to help clean things out, because they work pretty good. They're very powerful. You can talk to the crystals and they'll help you. They will. But believe in yourself. Keep yourself protected at all times. Cut the cords. And look on Google, whether it be to buy books or go to classes or just talk to somebody. Because we all need somebody to talk to at times. Thank you.